Have you ever wondered why certain women seem to naturally radiate femininity without any effort? Maybe it's the way they speak, their posture, or even how they move their hands. But the truth is, behind this apparent ease, there are deep, conscious, and unconscious habits that genuinely awaken feminine energy. Let me introduce myself. I'm Carol, 38 years old, and I'm here to help you discover the power of your own femininity. In today's video, we're going to talk about 10 habits that connect you to this energy, an energy that's both about softness and strength. Did you know that feminine energy needs masculine energy to truly flourish? Just like great works of art came to be during periods when basic needs were met, we also need to structure our day with discipline in order to unleash the most fluid and intuitive side of our essence. Let me tell you something. Once, I read an interview where they talked about how the secret to personal style isn't just in the clothes, but in the balance between the external and internal. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. If you want to release your feminine energy, you need to have structure, which comes from your masculine energy to allow it to express itself. It's an internal movement of discipline and surrender. Before we continue, did you know that 85% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel? If you want to learn more about how to turn your elegance into something profitable and live with more refinement, subscribe now, hit the notification bell, and leave a like. And if you dream of being a chic traveler with global elegance, check out my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling, Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. The link is in the first pinned comment. You'll love it. Take a deep breath because these 10 habits can change your life in ways you never imagined. 1. Hot showers. You know when hot water from the shower seems to melt all the weight of the world off your shoulders? Now, imagine turning that simple moment into a true ritual of connection with your femininity. It's not just about relaxing. A hot shower can be a powerful symbol of daily rebirth, where you shed external pressures and allow your most authentic energy to flourish. But here's the twist. Did you know that the water temperature also has an energetic impact? We're taught that being feminine has a lot to do with sweetness, but that doesn't mean weakness. The warmth of the water serves as a subtle reminder that inner warmth, the kind that comes from feeling comfortable in your own skin, is a strength. Great personalities who exude feminine power often say their self-care is non-negotiable. While you're relaxing in the bath, you're giving your nervous system a chance to slow down, to exit the fight-or-flight mode that daily stress puts us in. By slowing down, you allow your mind to shift from logic to intuition, deeply connecting with your feminine essence. 2. Meditation, the art of returning to yourself. When we talk about meditation, the classic image of someone sitting with their eyes closed comes to mind. But what if the true power of meditation wasn't just in the posture or the breath, but in the intention behind each moment? It's not about emptying the mind, as many think, but about entering a space where you allow yourself to hear what the day's busyness usually drowns out, your inner voice. You know that feeling you get when you listen to a song that stirs your soul, as if each note resonates with your deepest emotions? That's meditation in action. In fact, artists like Beyoncé have mentioned that before big performances, they take a brief pause to reconnect with themselves, creating a moment of silence amid the chaos. This intentional practice connects them with the powerful femininity they carry within. Meditation, then, is this exercise of purposefully returning to yourself. It's the difference between simply relaxing and truly entering your inner world. When you set aside even just 5 minutes to meditate, you're telling the world, "This is my moment." It's like an intimate conversation with your own essence, where you remember who you are inside, not who the world expects you to be. It may seem small, but this habit can change everything. 3. Slow down, the power of living in the present. We live in a world that teaches us to speed up, to do more, to achieve faster. But what if the true secret of femininity lay in going against that current? Slowing down is an act of feminine rebellion, a way of refusing the pressure to always be productive and focused on the next step. When you slow your pace, you allow yourself to live in the now, to enjoy the process, not just the result. Think of great classic movie stars like Sophia Loren or Vivian Leigh. They never seemed rushed, right? There was grace in every movement, as if each gesture was carefully calculated to be soft, fluid, and incredibly feminine. The secret? They mastered the art of slowing down. No hurry, no rush. In the same way, when you slow down your life, whether at work, while eating, or even in conversation, you start noticing the small details. The delightful aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the smooth texture of fabric, or the depth of a conversation that might have gone unnoticed before. This is pure feminine energy in action, observing, feeling, and appreciating. And here's something interesting. Studies show that when you slow down, even your brain functions more efficiently. So slowing down isn't unproductive, it's strategic. 4. Speak less. the power of listening in feminine connection. Yes, we women have the gift of words. From deep conversations to quick chats with friends, talking comes naturally to us. But what we often forget is that there is a powerful force in speaking less. When you slow down your words, you create space for something even more valuable, listening. And this listening isn't just about others. It's about listening to yourself as well. Have you ever noticed how iconic female characters, like Claire Underwood in House of Cards, rarely speak too much? They measure their words, speak calmly, and exude power effortlessly. This strategic silence creates an aura of mystery and gives each word more weight. By speaking less, you reclaim control of the space, allowing your presence to speak for itself. Speaking less is not about giving up communication, but about accessing a deeper, more receptive form of connection. Our society values what is said, but underestimates the power of what is absorbed. When you quiet down, you create an environment for information, emotions, and energies to flow to you. And it's precisely this receptiveness that is the essence of femininity, opening up to receive what life has to offer with grace and wisdom. Instead of spending energy outwardly, try conserving it and watching it grow inwardly. This pause in speaking is an invitation for intuition to step in, allowing you to hear what's in the air between the lines. 5. Eat mindfully. Eating is much more than just nourishing the body. It's a daily opportunity to connect with your femininity in an intimate and powerful way. Here, we're not talking about following the latest diet trend or Instagram advice, but about listening to your body. When you eat with mindfulness, respecting the signals your body gives you, you honor the wisdom that exists within you. Think about how great chefs talk about food. They often describe the experience of cooking and eating as something deeply sensory, almost like an art. A clear example of this is Julia Roberts' character in Eat, Pray, Love, when she's in Rome and rediscovers the pleasure of eating without guilt, savoring each bite. This is the essence of femininity, living in the present moment, allowing yourself to feel and enjoy pleasure without rushing. When you eat by listening to your body, you also reconnect with your senses. The aroma of food made with care, the smooth texture of a well-prepared dish, the burst of flavor in your mouth. All of these are forms of pleasure that go far beyond the physical. Eating this way grounds you in the present moment, which is essential to femininity, as it's about feeling and living the now intensely. And here's a secret. This practice also makes you more confident and connected with yourself. Instead of being guided by external rules, you start trusting what your body tells you, strengthening your intuition and creating a cycle of self-awareness. 6. Naps. We live in a world that glorifies productivity and exhaustion as trophies, but what if I told you that the real feminine power lies in rest? And more, that rest can be a strategic tool to reconnect with your essence? Naps are the key to this. Remember that classic scene from Desperate Housewives when Brie Van de Kamp, always so perfect, takes a moment for herself, closes her eyes, and simply rests? That's the point. In the midst of so many responsibilities, rest isn't just necessary, it's a profound act of self-care. Femininity flourishes in silence, in pauses, and that's where naps come in. And we're not talking about any kind of rest, but truly stopping. No phone, no distractions. Nowadays, most of us rest by scrolling through social media feeds, but what happens is that our brain remains on high alert, unable to switch off. When you allow yourself to deeply rest, without external stimuli, you give your body and mind the chance to rebalance, which is crucial for women, whose hormonal and nervous systems are much more sensitive than men's. Embracing this need for rest is an act of self-awareness and empowerment. While masculine energy thrives in action, feminine energy is revitalized in rest. It's in this moment that you regain strength, reawaken creativity, and renew your connection with your intuition. So, the next time you feel the need to slow down, embrace naps as part of your feminine power. 7. Dance with intention. Dancing is one of the most fun and natural ways to reconnect with your femininity. But here's a secret. It's not just about moving your body, it's about how you move. When you dance with intention, creating a deep connection between your movements and your essence, the act of dancing becomes a true practice of self-discovery. Have you ever noticed the tribal dances of ancient cultures? They were always a form of celebration and spiritual connection. And why does this matter here? Because those dances involved fluid, organic movements, often in sync with sounds of nature or tribal drums. Feminine energy is just like that. Fluid, light, intuitive. Dancing slowly to the rhythm of tribal or oriental beats puts you in that flow, where every movement expresses your inner energy. It's not just about the dance itself, but about how your body responds. When you slow down and feel each part of your body move, you create a harmony between body and mind. It's like when Gisele Bündchen walks down a runway. Nothing is rushed, everything is fluid and elegant. The same happens when you dance with awareness, allowing the music to guide you. No rush, no rigidity. This practice makes you feel lighter and more connected to your intuitive and sensual side. After all, femininity is about feeling, flowing, and allowing yourself to enjoy each moment. 8. The power of receiving. You know that pleasure of getting your nails done, receiving a massage, or allowing yourself a beauty treatment without rushing? These activities, which involve receiving, are essential to reconnect with our femininity. But it's not just about vanity or aesthetics. It's about allowing ourselves to be in the role of the receiver, which is fundamental to accessing the deeper side of our feminine energy. Just as Salvador Dali transformed dreams and imagination into iconic works of art, our femininity flourishes when we allow our experiences and emotions to inspire us deeply. Think of icons like Jackie Kennedy, always surrounded by an air of serenity and grace. She was a master at knowing how to receive, whether it was a compliment, a gesture of affection, or the luxury of a moment of self-care. You can do the same, dedicating moments to receive, whether it's a manicure or a Reiki session. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to always being in control, in the role of giving, doing, and solving. Many women immersed in masculine energy may feel initial anxiety when simply letting someone do something for them. This is natural because our society values constant action. But by surrendering to the process of receiving, you begin to open up to something greater, the flow of femininity. Allowing others to take care of you is, in fact, an act of trust and surrender. And at its core, that is the essence of the feminine: to welcome, to accept, and to nurture yourself through these experiences. If you still feel anxious about this kind of activity, start slow. Little by little, you'll realize how the simple act of receiving physical care transforms into a moment of emotional and energetic healing. 9. Deep sleep. Getting a good night's sleep isn't just a basic need, but a profound act of self-care, especially for us women. Sleep is the time when our bodies recover and our feminine energy realigns. But to achieve true rest, it's essential to create an environment that allows for it. And here's a crucial point: the relationship between artificial lights and the quality of our sleep. Think about how Audrey Hepburn's character in Breakfast at Tiffany's had that ritual of putting on her sleep mask before bed. She understood the importance of preparing for rest, and it's no different for us. Today, we're surrounded by blue lights from our phones, TVs, and computers, and this light tells our brains that it's still daytime, even when we're trying to sleep. It's as if we're sabotaging our own natural sleep cycle. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, plays a key role in this conversation. It's only released when the environment darkens, something nature does perfectly at sunset. But by keeping bright lights on late into the night, our bodies get confused, making it harder to enter deep sleep. So here's the suggestion: 3 hours before bed, step away from screens and create a bedtime ritual that involves calm, silence, and darkness. It could be the perfect time for a hot bath or some peaceful reading. Also, as women, we need more sleep than men, especially during our menstrual cycle when the body is regenerating intensely. While many people say 7 to 8 hours of sleep is enough, many of us need up to 10 hours to truly feel revitalized. Think of it as an investment in your energy, in your femininity, so you can wake up refreshed and connected to your power. 10. Hydration as a source of beauty and femininity. Staying hydrated goes far beyond simply drinking water. In fact, hydration is one of the pillars of connecting with your femininity, and it makes perfect sense. In traditional Chinese medicine, feminine energy is associated with the water element. Just as water flows, adapts, and nourishes, femininity shares the same fluidity, adaptability, and nurturing capacity. Think about how water plays a vital role in classic films or books. In Memoirs of a Geisha, for example, the protagonist Sayuri is often compared to water because of her ability to flow through life's challenges while maintaining grace and power. Similarly, being hydrated allows us to flow, not just physically, but emotionally, keeping us balanced and connected to our essence. But hydration isn't just about drinking liters of water every day, as many suggest. Each body is unique, and the amount of water you need should be guided by your body's signals, like the appearance of your skin and the texture of your tongue. Moreover, internal hydration also comes from consuming healthy fats, like avocados and cheese, which are essential for keeping not only our skin, but also our reproductive system nourished and healthy. Another important aspect is the beauty that comes from within. Supplements like collagen and hyaluronic acid, for instance, help keep our skin, hair, and even joints well hydrated, prolonging our natural vitality and beauty. Being truly hydrated means caring for all these aspects, nurturing your body and soul so that your femininity can shine with all its softness and strength. So hydrate yourself in every sense, with water, healthy fats, and supplements that truly support your femininity. This not only reflects in your health, but in how you feel and present yourself to the world. Now tell me, which of these 10 habits will you start applying today? Have you thought about the impact this could have on your life, on how you feel, and even on how others perceive you? Because the truth is, connecting with your feminine energy goes beyond self-care. It's about discovering a strength and lightness that transforms your everyday life. But wait, could these habits be undermined by behaviors you don't even realize? Behaviors that ruin your image and disconnect you from this essential energy? If you want to avoid these mistakes and continue your transformation journey, I suggest you watch the video 7 Things That Make You Ugly. Don't do this, because there's no point in trying to connect with your femininity if certain details in your behavior are holding you back, right? To recap, you've learned the importance of slowing down, being present, staying consciously hydrated, truly resting with the famous quantum naps, and even how to receive with gratitude. All these habits have a single goal: to make you feel more connected to your essence and exude that natural elegance. If you enjoyed this video, comment below, "Connected with my essence." I'd love to know. And of course, if you want to continue on this path to becoming a sophisticated woman in all aspects of life, take the opportunity to check out my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. It will transform the way you conduct yourself while traveling, ensuring that your elegance transcends borders. The link is in the first pinned comment, and you'll love it. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you want to learn more about how to make your elegance profitable. Because, as I always say, elegance is more than a lifestyle. It's an opportunity for success. See you in the next video.